tweeting, "Sadly, we're now at a point in our political life when anyone can be attacked for partisan gain." Credit to my colleague John Roberts for obtaining the letter that you saw there at the top of that piece. By the way, Greg, I think you'll find this important. We also heard today from Chairman Nunes, the DOJ and the FBI have until the 3rd of January. That's the date in which they have to produce all relevant documents and other materials related to the original subpoena from back in August. Again, that's January the 3rd, a date obviously we will be keeping a very close eye on. Greg?
Kevin Corke. Kevin, thanks very much. Joining me now to talk about it, Congressman Ron DeSantis, who's a member of several key committees, including Foreign Affairs, Judiciary, and Oversight, also a member of the Freedom Caucus. Congressman, great to have you with us here. Thank you.
Good evening.
So people may underestimate the impact of the dossier. It appears to have been used to launch the Trump investigation, then used apparently to spy on Trump associates through a FISA wiretap. Are you increasingly convinced by the evidence you've seen, or the lack thereof, that this dossier was completely fabricated?
Oh, well, look, I think that Andrew McCabe, the public reports of his testimony before the Congress, it was a closed session. He could not point to anything that had been verified by the FBI, but for the fact that one guy, Carter Page, traveled to Russia. That's not that big of a deal. And I think you're going to see this dossier, when all is said and done, it was basically a pile of garbage compiled by the president's political opponents. And here's the thing I think that's really concerning. Nunes's letter, I think, lays it out very well. We've been asking for this stuff for months. And if the answers to these questions were, of course, the FBI didn't rely on the dossier, they knew that they didn't pay Steele, they didn't use it to get survey, you could have answered those questions in 5 minutes.
Right.
They fight, they fight, they fight. So to me, I think that the answers to those questions are not going to be comfortable for people both in the Bureau and in the Justice Department. When you look at guys like Bruce Orr, who was one of the right-hand men for Sally Yates in the Obama Justice Department, meeting with Christopher Steele during the election when all this was coming about. This thing just stinks to high heaven.